It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Commanders, and it's all up next.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On first down, here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Slot man in motion left. On second down, Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels on first down. He lofts it deep left. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, and the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Play action, here's Jackson. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown! The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. And a lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
A toss now to Robinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Daniels off the play action. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. From the gun, it's Daniels. And this is another incompletion.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. And third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a fourth down instead.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First down, here's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Second down, Jackson to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
I'm sorry, kid. I'm trying to remember a time that we saw a lead change on a safety. It's been a while, and that effort defensively nearly got it done so close to the goal line with that sack.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Takes this in the area of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Commanders' offense will take over inside of enemy territory. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Play fake here. Daniels. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now Mariota has it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Robinson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Mariota. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On comes Austin Seibert and the Commanders' field goal unit to try this on 4th down. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Seibert's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Brings in the kick at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. Baltimore running its offense out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Bateman, the motion man left. After the sack, another pass on second down. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mariota. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They're running the option, short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Ravens will go on offense. First down, ball at the 36. Drive starts with an option, right side. Off to the races, middle of the field. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens need only one to take the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Mariota. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Back to throw, Mariota. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running left is Robinson. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. An option gives to Robinson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it 4th down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Piniero's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens trotting out their offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. A tight end in motion now. Another try following the sack. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Mariota now. To the sideline it goes. He's got it beyond the marker. It looks like he stayed in as well. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Play action on 1st down. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 37 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Robinson has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 6. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Deontay Hardy to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41. Play action, here's Jackson. Tried to connect, but it lines up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. He's got Andrews. And they had that one contained right at the line. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Jackson now on 3rd. He has the 1st over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now the Ravens are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Lamar throwing again. He finds Aguilar. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Jackson yet again. Gets this to Bateman. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Finding Flowers. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Bullock's kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Hardy on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it was such a privilege for me living up in the Pacific Northwest and covering the Legion of Boom. And when I see a play like that, all I see is number 25, Richard Sherman. Yeah, he could run his mouth and he could talk with the best of them, but he walked it with tackles just like that.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Andrews with the catch. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They've got a man in motion. This is Henry on 2nd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st down, here's Lamar. Caught by Flowers. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play fake, Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Tight end in motion left. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
From the gun, Jackson has it in close.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Slot man motioned over. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and short. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Another, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Completed to Flowers. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Henry on the option. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Daniels from the pistol. He's got Brown on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and just 2 to go. Play fake here, Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
This to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders push their lead to 3. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Hardy on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They send a tight end in motion. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's Henry on the counter. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Looking to throw. This finds likely. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Ravens down by only 3. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Henry. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. To throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Here he is to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. Second and 3 now. Setting up to pass. This to win the game. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he is to throw. This to win the game. And that one's incomplete, pretty fortunately so. That was a big risk, nearly an end zone turnover. Instead, it brings up fourth down. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Henry running left. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Receiver in motion, going left. Lamar off to play fake. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
1st down, here's Lamar. Henry on the catch. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Out of the gun, Henry has a big hole left. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They put Flowers in motion right. They go play fake with Jackson. On the move, headed right. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pull in front. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Now bottling him up as he gets the return to the 30. Now comes the Commander offense for another series. First and 10 now from the 30. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. That play good for 17 on a first down.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On first down, here's Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. He takes it himself.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
In a good spot here, second and inches. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
All right, all set up now. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid.
And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it down to a single point. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game up. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. We get to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and 4. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one gains 7. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Oh, big interception here. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. So the chance was there. Any points, Brock, on the drive would have won them this game. But instead, I can't remember the last time I saw this, but we've got a 4th possession of overtime coming up following that interception.
Yeah, we keep talking in this booth after every possession how much gas can be left in the tank.
Yep.
But then somebody comes through and makes a play to try to will their team forward.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw it. That's caught for the 1st. He's got it in the red zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.